Welcome to the B2T show, where we empower Christian patriots with truth. This is Rick, your host. To remember from one of the QAnon posts, it says, "We are fighting for life. We are fighting for good. We are at war. Not everything will be clean. Scare, necessary event." Do you trust the U.S. military? Do you trust the chain of command? Have faith. We are in control. Patriots. Patriots Day. Have faith. Isn't that interesting? It says scare, necessary event. So that was probably, obviously referring to what's happening right now. Dear National Guard, don't mess this up. It says, you know what's about to happen. We know what's about to happen. Be respectful. We are you and you are us. Things are going to get crazy in the next couple of weeks. And we know you are here to help us. But no, we are here to help us too. We can help each other. Help is what we need right now. Please be respectful. So, again, trust those guys out in the streets. They're here to help us, not to enslave us. If Hillary was president, it would be just the opposite. We'd be going to FEMA camps. But now, just like Haman in the Bible, those same FEMA camps have been turned into quarantine centers. Where do you think you're going to put all these people with over 150,000 sealed cases? Woo! If they
Stafford Act, they changed it so that the FEMA camps aren't for search and seizure like they were if Hillary got in, and for us, instead it's for them with what's going on right now.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah, and it'd be interesting to see if this is waves, if they just take out the muscle and key people like they took out those 750 MS-13 cartel, right, a while ago. It was 600 and I think it climbed to 750. I don't know if you know anything more about that, Gene, or if you think this is going to be the full-scale arrest.
I think we're going to see the beginning of the full-scale arrest now.
Wow, crazy stuff going on. If the Chinese virus managed to close Planned Parenthood for 2 weeks, the virus would have saved more lives than it took. Isn't that sad?
That's disgusting, but kind of funny on the other side.
Yeah, it's like literally we could save lives here to just closing down Planned Parenthood. So if it's amazing, all the things that Trump couldn't do is he's now able to do. He's able to cancel our taxes for out of the payroll. He's giving us money from that's really the elites that's going to pay back all the debt. He's closing down the Mexican border. All the things that he couldn't do before, this virus is allowing him to do as part of the plan. Obviously, this comes together amazingly, and I love how he calls it the Chinese virus, and all the liberals just freak out, and the media freaks out. Oh my goodness, you're some type of ist, right? Here's Saskatchewan, Anon here. 20 cases in I don't know if it's at Saskatchewan or out throughout Canada. 20 cases, 0 deaths. Everything's closed down other than essential services. Overboard? Canada has totally blown this whole thing out of proportion. Any knowledge about Canada? I think you talked a little bit about that.
Yep, for those in lockdown or quarantine, in other words, arrested. Just take the word quarantine and put arrested. It's not an overreaction to what's really going on. As most people who are aware, the virus is being used as a way to lock down countries and to do these mass arrests, the plan.
Possibility that Tom Hanks and his wife could be in military facility. They both claim to be in an Australian hospital, and I'm not sure if the Aussie government puts barcodes on their doors as well. Still interesting though. Here, look at this. So I'm a 10-year Navy veteran with experience in aviation electronics as well as CDI, Collateral Duty Inspector for Quality Assurance. I used to have to turn in calibration equipment, and as a shop supervisor, I took PET in many industrial audits. The barcode is from a government. So you'll see right here as we go forward and look at this picture. If you zoom in on that barcode up there is a military barcode. Is that what you heard too, Gene?
Yeah, I have a person that I know a few actually. I know quite a few, and I've got quite a few in Australia now. from a person that works in military base. That's only seen in the military holding compound area. And that barcode, they scan it, it gives the person, the officer in charge of the cells, essentially, a way to get the code to get in and out of the door. If you look at the pictures that he's posted from that hospital room or that hotel room that he said, the little tiny sink on the wall and all that, that's like you'd see in a lockup.
Great. Here's this what is that? Hydroxychloroquine and this azithromycin, you probably takes together, have a real chance to be one of the biggest game changers. So this person sees that this tweet is a 713 tweet, and he goes to 713 drop from Q, and Q's talking about the word, it has the word fast in there. Games are fun, Corona offline. So it talks about Corona fast and games are fun. And in these two tweets, he basically says, biggest game changers. And he says, but be put in immediately. People are dying. Move fast. And God bless everyone. So interesting. I'm not sure if that is a correct interpretation of this, but it is interesting that 713 drop had the word fast. Heard they work fast at capturing their prey.
If you can do a search, Rick, for CQ, there's a post, I had it written down, I'm looking for my notes, I'm buried here, but there's so much going on. But there was a post by Q in 2018 in which he said, thanks China for getting this thing started, or something like that. It's the longest line.
What would you search on? What term would you search on?
CQ in caps.
So you're saying CQ like that?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what we have. There's only one.
There it is.
Wow. So this is a drop.
B2T, good start. In other words, with the virus. China, CQ, cancel. In other words, once they put out the chloroquine, canceled. They'll cancel the whole thing.
Wow. Yeah, this would kind of go toward if Amanda Grace's prophecy, where she's saying, hey, if we pray and really seek God, that's what it's talking about, the remnant seeking God and repenting for what our nation's done, and just praying that this thing will just halt. God will halt it. And so the White Hats might have something to halt this right when they want to halt it. Especially if this is literally somehow has nanotech in it and can actually be taken by, what do you call it, the 5G, be activated by 5G, right? Weren't you talking about that, Gene, as well?
Yeah. What 5G does is cause the water molecule, the oxygens, to spin so your body can't absorb them. It drops the immune system so low that then you have no resistance to it. So it doesn't so much activate it as it causes you so you have no defense, as well as make a system which allows the I won't go into the intricate detail. I can give you the proteins that are in the virus, but it goes in and it causes what's just called the 5G with inactivation with the virus. It causes what's called a cytosine storm, and that's where you see the organs shutting down and literally imploding or exploding. Then on that Q post, if you notice the date, it's the 9th of April 2018. Future proves past. When were you saying the 10 days of darkness are done?
Yeah, this is interesting. April 9th.
Right? Yep, 1 through the 10th. So if you put out the cancellation on the 9th, then you're done on the 10th, right? Midnight on the 9th, that's kind of like the 10th, isn't it?
Exactly. That could be a 2-year delta, right? Right
Yeah.
there. Thank you, Z. Good start. China, QC cancel. Q. So you can see Wednesday, April 8th to April 15th. And that's right in the middle of that, isn't it, Gene?
Yep.
So if they do the April 1st to the April 10th, or somewhere in between there, that if we pray, again, we need to pray. Amanda's calling for National Days of Prayers, more of them. So please listen to her videos. Go to Amanda Grace on YouTube, and she's got some great ways to pray beforehand, etc. So let's please we're the Christians here. So Please be praying as much as possible over these next couple weeks, especially. Pray for Q Team and everyone involved. What a great segue. Imagine if this had been full-blown biological attack. Pray it's the only power we have as humans right now. Don't know how to pray? There's no wrong way to pray. Just pray. So I thought that was some great advice from the Anon. You were talking about this video, another one I'll have in the link, called Source of Coronavirus Attack, Mass Arrest Happening, Prepare for Financial Reset, Gassara. Gene, anything on that?
Yeah, she does a lot of good information. She's about 90% correct. She's not 100%, so you need to use your discernment. You know, we're all human and we all make mistakes and we all have our viewpoints, but a lot of her information, she's got a lot of good links like that link there where you're seeing with the Queen, also the Rothschild that are the ones that finance Purebright, where the virus was patented by Bill Gates out of there. He's just a front tool, as they call it. So it's not the real deal. It was Rothschild and the Queen that put this virus and, you know, set up Purebright in the first place.
She's looking at Q3880 there, which is kind of interesting, where it says, "You have come far, Anons Patriots. You are ready. Prepare for the storm. Q." CDC Corona test kit indicates red if you have the virus. It gives a fake result. They have the test rigged for red. Q warned us they want panic and massive fake results. So that's kind of interesting. I hadn't really even thought about that they could be really giving fake results, do you think, Gene?
Yeah, I got a message from another one of my insiders that said the tests don't give fake results. That's false reporting. That's fake news. That the RNA test is a way more accurate than the antibodies, because you can have antibodies to other things, but the RNA test is testing for the RNA of the virus in the blood, which is an absolute test. It's absolutely accurate.
Okay. Yeah, and I think the plan of the deep state may have been to give a bunch of false tests, but I think that's why Trump wouldn't accept some of the tests, made sure he went through this process of doing it correctly. So if that was a rumor or not with that. Again, I go to vote.go, voat.co, to get a lot of my news, as well as Twitter. As you know, I follow some of the best red-pilled Christian patriots are my favorite sources. And that is called vote.co. Here's James Woods. Our borders are a hopeless catastrophe. And here's an article he linked to, basically saying even after Trump's order got through, they still let a bunch of Mexican people come through and shop. They say they were shopping, and hey, I'm just coming to shop. So they were basically disobeying Trump's order. So hopefully this will be alerted and changed. But they talk about right here that Customs Border officials are defying the Trump administration's directive to block all non-essential foreign travel. So hopefully the CBP will start enforcing it. I'm sure they will over time here. Q 1851, disease. Q was pretty clear. In addition to the many mentions these people are sick, Q came right out and called them a disease. Precious military planning at its finest. Q 1851. Sometimes the truth is right in front of you. And here is these people are, this is a link to an older article, but these people are sick. These people are a disease. We, the people, are their cure. Q. That is the Great Awakening right there. Isn't that cool? So